Good morning, everybody. It is Ryker's happy birthday again, and Gigi Bear's here, and Mama Bear's here, and Baby Bear's here. And we're going to be celebrating a precious little boy as he turned 2 on a very, very important day in American history, 9/11.
Yes.
And we're going to talk a little bit about 9/11. We're going to talk a little bit about the importance of teaching your children the history of America. We're going to be talking about Ryker because we absolutely love this kid. You can't tell that we absolutely love this kid. But he is the light of our life. He is, listen, and he may talk for y'all on TV today. So far we're getting out some words. What did he say a minute ago, Catherine? What did he say to Tim? He said something.
Wow.
Wow.
On my shirt?
Ryker has had a couple of birthday parties over the weekend, and he might be a little sugared up. Did he have a little cupcake for breakfast? No?
Not for breakfast.
No?
Toast for breakfast.
No?
He was up late last night.
2 years old. 2 years old. Happy birthday, Ryker. John, you are so cute.
What are you doing?
What are you doing to Mama's shirt? Are you
Ryker?
bashful? Is Ryker hiding?
Where's Ryker?
Is Ryker hiding? Uh-oh. There he goes. There he goes.
Ryker?
We're going to be joining folks on Facebook in just a minute. My internet didn't connect this morning, and I'm not sure what's going on, but we'll get it going.
The technology person here is...
Yeah, we'll get it going. We'll get it going. Catherine, we can do it live on yours. You want to do it on yours?
Nope.
No, can't do it on yours? No?
I'm connecting to my hotspot. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, no, not for Ryker.
Okay, all right, we'll get it going in just a minute. Today is a day of continuing to celebrate the life of a little boy who might have changed all of our lives a little bit.
Yes.
Just a little bit. Did you find a little energy? Because you were running him 24/7 constantly. Do you find things to do with him that you thought, oh, this is so much fun? You swim, you run, you play.
We swim, we run, we wrestle now. We wrestle now, and he has learned how to grab your hair and pull you down.
Yeah, Nanny learned that last week. Nanny was like, oh, no, I can't do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
He's tough. He's tough.
We had a friend over last night, and she hadn't seen him in a while, and he grabbed her hair and he pulled her down.
Yeah, he is all boy, and we're gonna have to figure that part out because I had my hair shampooed this morning, and she came up with a handful of my hair, and I said I can't afford to lose any more of it. So he is the joy of our life, and he has that personality. He has a little bit of you, a little bit of Catherine, a little bit of Dad, a little bit of me, a little bit of that independance. Do you see a very independent young man?
He is going to be very independent.
Yeah.
He's going to be very interactive with things. Papa John Catherine has a house that's being worked on, and Papa John is working on it, and he had about 4 foot of 2x4s. And he was moving them, and Little Bear just started handing them to him.
Yeah.
So he's a great helper. He loves to help. And then when you praise him, he's overwhelmed with happiness.
Over the top. And I love, the first thing he looks for at my house, and I have to kind of laugh about this, he comes in and wants the broom. And I'm like, Sunshine, I just swept and mopped before you came. But he always gets the broom because he is a helper.
Yes.
Isn't that cool?
He wants to help.
Yeah.
He wanted to help Catherine Saturday, made the cupcakes.
Which he did.
He did. Look at that boy. Look at that. You see that little boy on TV? Do you see that sweet little boy? Do you recognize him, Ryker? Do you know who that is? Huh? Do you know who that is? That's Ryker John. Uh-oh. That's Ryker John. Ryker, what is this? What is this? What is that? Is that a bulldozer? Now, Catherine, you chose a construction theme for his party because he is into bulldozers.
Yeah, he loves
bulldozers, backhoes, you name it.
Excavator.
Anything. Excavator, yes. And Blippi and Aunt Vicky might have a little something to do with that.
Yes, Miss Vicky introduced us to Blippi.
Yes. And the excavator, and that is just the craziest thing. It's wild. Hand me my phone and let me see if I can figure out. I don't know what's wrong with it. My phone has never not done this. So.
Is it a new phone?
No, but I've been on so many other internet connections over the weekend. That may be the problem, but we're going to try to figure it out. What about if we take a quick commercial break, guys, and then that'll give us time to get the technology going again. We're going to be celebrating the life of a precious, precious little boy. We're going to be talking about 9/11 and the fact that we stood in the hospital with about a 25-minute window for him to have a 9/11 birthday.
Yes.
And Catherine pushed and pushed and pushed, and there he came. So
she was determined.
So we are going to celebrate his life. We're going to celebrate the life and the loss in America. We're going to talk about those who, Uncle Paul was there at Ground Zero and was in the cleanup mess and saw this firsthand. We have a generation now of children 19 years later who don't really understand the concept. Living in New York and growing up there as a child, you remember walking to all these places that you took for granted, you know?
Oh, I used to party in the city.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, and you can't now. It's a different world. People look at things differently.
No.
It's very, very different. So.
You can't say things. You can't look at a person the wrong way.
It's crazy. It's a very different world. Well, we're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, hopefully we will be with y'all on Facebook, so hang tight.
Georgia Medical Treatment Center now has 2 locations to bring you the high-quality, holistic care you've come to know and expect. We treat neck, back, and joint pain with chiropractic care and injection-based treatment without the need for surgery or prescription painkillers. Our medical weight loss program can also provide relief while ridding your body of toxins, pounds, and inches while improving your overall health. Call today for a free consultation, 770-345-2000, or go online to georgiamtc.com.
Whether you're swimming in the sea or splashing in the pool, making a masterpiece, or just making memories, writing a great American novel, or writing your term paper that's due tomorrow. Whatever you do in life, Farmers is here to protect it. For all your insurance needs, call Donald Curtis in Blue Ridge.
When traveling internationally, know where you're going and what the environment is. Also, don't dress to stick out. Dress to blend in with the environment and the culture. Make sure that you put minimal information on your luggage tags. The airlines actually track your bags, which you can follow through your app anywhere domestically and internationally. Also have a medical plan. We have Mobilized Rescue System. These systems are the only integrated medical technology that can integrate to your phone and be used abroad and domestically for any medical emergency that you have. If you have any questions or concerns about travel security or training, please contact Typeman International.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Ignite Internet from ETC powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit etcnow.com to learn more.
Whether it's memories of your first trip to the local Dairy Queen or your daily visit for a $5 lunch special, the Jasper Dairy Queen has been a part of the community for over 40 years. Locally owned and operated, Jasper DQ is the place where specialty items often become favorites. Burgers, shakes, chicken tenders with yummy dip and gravy. And don't forget the rings and fries. Celebration cakes are always fresh and fast and include the awesome Blizzard cake. Stop by where folks are always meeting and eating. 515 at Highway 53. Just follow the crowd to the Dairy Queen.
Hey guys, we are back. We are celebrating today with some of the most precious people in my life. I don't know if y'all have noticed or not, but Ryker happens to be the center of our world. He is obviously the center of... Ryker, look, it's your 2-year birthday. Do you want to celebrate with our viewers, and do you want to blow out your candle with them?
Sing happy birthday.
Would that be good? Can we sing happy birthday to you? I don't know if y'all have noticed, but Ryker's been celebrating his birthday for about 3 days.
Wait, don't blow yet. Don't
Okay,
blow.
Gigi Bear. Okay,
blow,
wait, we
sing.
gotta sing to you.
Wait.
Wait, we're gonna sing.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ryker. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Can you blow it out?
Blow, blow, blow.
Blow.
Go,
Ooh,
again.
Blow.
Yay!
You did it. Move that bottle because it's missing getting his face. With the,
Of course.
And the phone.
yeah, there you
and the phone.
go. There you go. You got it done. Do you want to blow it out again?
You want to do it again?
Again?
Do you want to do it again? Okay. Yay. Let's see if we can do it. Now, Catherine, we've been celebrating him since Friday.
Let's sing happy
And
birthday. You ready?
We got to sing again.
ready?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ryker. Happy birthday to you.
Get
Blow,
ready.
blow, blow.
You
Can
ready?
you blow it?
Ready?
Woo!
Go, blow, blow. Blow.
Blow hard.
Oh, come on. Blow.
You can do better. Come on.
Uh-oh.
Blow for real.
Blow.
Uh-oh. There you go.
Blow.
Now. Woo!
There you go. Yay!
You did it. Okay. We're celebrating the life of a precious little boy who came into this world on 9/11.
Yes.
9/11, growing up as a New Yorker, you have family who were there the day that this happened. Did you know anybody who actually died on 9/11 in the towers?
No. However, my cousin was in the first bombing
Right.
of the Twin Towers on the 83rd floor where the first plane hit.
Wow.
And she felt the building shake. And Catherine was just a month old. And I called my mom. I said, Desiree's in the building. Tell her to get out, because I couldn't call. I was feeding her. And my mother called her and she said, get out of that building. And
that
she
one killed 11
climbed-
people, didn't it?
Yeah, in the garage.
Yes, yes.
A pregnant woman also. She climbed down 83 flights of steps in complete darkness, like a blind person. She was holding onto the railings and just feeling with her feet the steps. And it took her an hour. She came out with black soot. She has severe asthma, and it affected her.
Oh, sure.
And she said she's never going back. That they didn't get it. They didn't get the job done then. That they were going to come back. She knew it. She knew it, and she said, "That's it. I'm not
Yeah.
coming back."
Yeah.
And sure enough,
You know, the concept of 83 floors, I think about what it's like when I had 23 floors down to my laundry area, and it wore me out.
Yeah.
You carry a basket up and you're, 83 floors. Probably 12 steps per floor at least, maybe 16 steps per floor. How in the world, and how many people did come out of that like that? How many people were in the building when this happened? Thousands?
oh yeah, the whole building
Yeah,
was filled.
yeah,
Her
yeah.
whole office got out. Transit Authority was telling them to stay in the office, and we were like, "Get the heck out of here."
Yes, yeah.
It took her over an hour to get out because she said it was so stressful trying to feel your way.
Yeah. And that moment was also one of the reasons that we now have these big barricades in front of buildings. Because didn't they drive a truck loaded with
Yes.
bombs into it?
A white van
Yeah.
with bombs and exploded in the garage. And actually, her car was destroyed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And if she was on the 83rd floor and she felt that shake, can you imagine the people on the first, second, and third floor, what that was
It
like?
probably wouldn't be as much because the towers sway.
Okay.
So she was up and the towers are
See, I'm getting nauseous thinking about working in a building that sways. I used to work on the 22nd floor in Atlanta. And I can remember going up in the elevator every morning and just that little that you knew there was a little give going on there. Yeah, I wouldn't do that again.
No, they did it for
I like
rain,
working on
for
flat
hurricanes
grounds.
and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that, but
yeah.
not for bombs.
No, no. Now, being from New York and seeing the things that have happened, has your neighborhood recovered? Have people fled because of COVID? Because New York was hit with 9/11. Now it's being hit, one of the hardest in the nation with COVID. Do you know people who have fled there because of COVID?
No, I left there 22 years ago, so I'm pretty removed from New York right now. The last time I was there, a friend of mine passed, but I don't miss it, really.
No, no. I
don't
can imagine
miss
not missing it.
And I read all the news about the governor and the mayor, and I'm like,
Yeah, thankful to be in Georgia. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
In the
and-
red state.
Yes, yes, and that is one of the things that we are learning too. People who come here from New York, they're coming here and buying up properties because they're like, number one, they can't believe the safety we live in. Number two, they can't believe the cost of living here. And number three, they're ready to escape that madness. You know, because when you get down here, it's all of a sudden cool, calm, and collected. And people from New York like, this is all you have to do to get moved here, you know?
I know when there's a person from up north, because when you come here, you're sitting at a traffic light and waiting for the light to turn green. You go. And then all of a sudden I hear a horn beeping. I'm like, oh, they're from New York. Those,
I love it.
those no goods are from New York.
Speaking of horns blowing, did y'all know that Siggy had another little incident on the way
Yes.
home?
Oh my gosh.
For everybody who knows, Siggy is Victoria's dad, and he was my son-in-law from the time I was a young person. And he had never been involved in a traffic accident until this weekend. His car was totaled by an unlicensed,
On Friday?
yes,
First one?
an unlicensed driver on Saturday who he wasn't even driving his own vehicle. We don't even know if he has insurance, don't know anything, but they did take him to jail. But it totaled Siggy's car, and his car was mint condition immaculate because
He had
he's such a
just-
picky.
He had just had a timing change
Yes,
done.
he had. And
Done a
so
few days
yesterday
prior.
he called me back, and he was leaving Ryker's party, and he called me back, and he said, "Are you sitting down?" And I said, "Yeah, why?" And he said, "I've just been involved in another accident." And I said, "Are you kidding me?" He said, "No, but this time I was sitting at a stoplight and somebody backed into him in his brand new vehicle." And he was
Yes.
like, "You have got to be kidding me."
Yes. Yes.
So it was crazy, and it did some damage to his hood and a couple other things. But he was like, you know, I've driven 50 some odd years and never had an accident, and then here I sit innocently and I'm getting an
Yes.
accident again. Is that chocolate
was-
good? Is that chocolate good? I bet it is. I bet it is.
Poor
Yay!
Siggy, we felt
I
bad
bet
for
it
him.
is. You know, when I look at him, I think about our future, and I think about, obviously I'm the oldest of the crowd. How long will I get to see what he accomplishes in life? How much time will I get to spend with him? We are not guaranteed tomorrow. You
No.
know, you lost your
Tomorrow's
mom
not-
at a very young age.
Yes. Yes.
And your mother didn't get to see the joy of this child. It's hard. It's hard because we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring.
She missed a lot of Catherine's
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it was very hard.
Yeah, and your
And
mom
it
was.
scares the heck out of me.
I know. I
And
know.
I tried to stay healthy so I could be around. But you never know, I might be hit by
Well,
a car tomorrow.
that like Siggy, 2 in a weekend. Yeah. Now, your mama was a little bit of a spitfire.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of where I get it from.
Yeah.
She was 5 foot. She claims 5'1". She was 5 foot. But she was a little, and she would tell you, and I find myself doing that now because I'll say no, 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 and he goes no, 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 no.
I love it. I love that you're teaching him Spanish too.
Yes, I'm trying.
And you taught him a saying that the other night when he left and he was hugging Freddie. What is it that you say?
Oh, tanto quiero.
Okay, tell me what
Tanto
it
quiero.
means.
I love you. I love you so much. I want you so much.
Okay.
And then besos is kiss. And little. Oh, and then I say.
Look at that boy. Look at that boy.
When he's out, I tell him to leave someplace. When sale de cocina, something like that. But
And he
little by
pays
little.
attention.
Yes,
yes,
he does.
yes,
And he's probably out of my children. he's the one who's going to pick it up the best.
That'll be awesome.
Yes.
Because can you imagine it gives him an opportunity in a bilingual job market?
Yes, it is
Yeah,
very
yeah.
important to be multi-language, speaking multi-languages.
Look at him. Look
Even
at that boy.
Italian.
Yep, that's you. That's you.
Who's that? Is
There
that
you
Little Bear?
go.
Is
There's
that Little Bear?
Riker. There's Riker.
Look at you.
There's Ryker. Look at that boy. Look at that boy. You know, when we think about
right there.
multicultural, multi-language, this world is changing so drastically. He may get to actually work at home and never go into an office setting. That's something that COVID has changed for all of us, because a lot of people are working at home now.
Yes, my son is one.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
working 4 days. He puts in 4 10-hour days.
And do they expect to go back into the office setting, or what do you think? Because it's working well for people to
slowly.
operate at home.
Yes, my friend is also working from home 4 days a week, and she goes into the office 1 day. Just to check in, my cousin is working. She's in disaster and recovery, so with all this COVID,
Oh, can
she's
you
working
imagine?
from 7 in the morning till 9, 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Meetings all day long.
Yeah,
She's working quite a bit.
right.
My sister was off for a while, and now she's back in schools, and the teachers and all the staff wearing masks. It's changing. I hope the masks go away.
Yes,
I have my own views on this whole COVID
right. I think we
situation,
all
which I will
do.
not get into. But yeah, I think it's changed. I think it's made the world a little colder.
Yeah, but you know what Gina said yesterday that was it's so obvious. Kids want to be kids, and they want to be back in school. They want to be with their friends. They want to say hey to their teacher. They want to hug their teacher. They want to be children again.
Yeah.
And they've implemented a seating policy on the buses now. So last night we're working on the seating policy and making the signs where the kids have assigned seating, because that way if somebody does have COVID, then you can say, okay, you're within that 6-foot area. So it doesn't affect 40 or 45 people on the bus, it only affects the ones that are in the direct area. And I think that's something that needed to be done.
Yes.
Obviously, you need to know who was your child been closest to at school today? Who did your child sit with at the lunchroom today? Who, you know, where's that closeness? Because we all feel comfortable because we know how we're living our lives. And so we're cool, we're good. And we've been going out to restaurants, but we're choosing restaurants that are following the standard of what they need to be doing.
Yeah, the booze.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, she's a server, so she knows
Right,
firsthand.
yeah.
She was laid off for a while, and it was hard. And now it's every other booth
Yes.
being sick.
Catherine, do you see it coming back full blown even by the end of the year?
See, like the
The
seating
restaurant
coming
opening back up, are they talking to y'all about that? No, no.
I don't think so. I don't see it happening at least.
But are people comfortable when they come in to eat? Are they glad to be back out and enjoying those meals? Yeah.
I'd say it's a good 50-50 between people who walk in the door and say, I can't believe I have to wear this mask, and people who are like, are you still implementing the COVID standard procedures?
Yes, yes, they
And it's
want you
like,
to do it. Yes, yeah,
Obviously we are.
yeah.
But I mean, I would say 50-50.
Well, out of when Vicki and I ventured out to take our first trip out, we did one visit that we went into a restaurant and they did not do the standards they should have, and we won't go back there. But everybody else did a great job. And we were so thankful for that, because yeah, we want to eat out, but yeah, we want to leave there safely.
Well, I'll tell you, and I'm not promoting Planet Fitness, but I go to the gym early in the morning, and they hand you a water bottle with a towel, and you spray your area, you spray it when you leave, but they come behind you again and respray, and every other machine is usable. So I think they're doing a fantastic job,
Sure,
because
sure.
I can't exercise with a mask on.
Then you
No.
can take your sanitizer bottle and put it in a bucket of sanitizer as you're leaving the
Yes,
door.
we have to drop
Your
it off.
sanitizer bucket is sanitized.
Yeah. And I've been watching the guys up in New York who have been fighting to get their gym opened, and they're following all the procedure and doing everything they want, and the state of New York is fighting with them and will not let them do it. That's crazy.
Well, they have idiots for leaders.
It's crazy. Yeah, I'm so glad she said that.
I always
You're
say it first,
right.
They have
Yeah.
idiots for leaders.
And that's why people are fleeing New York and coming to Georgia, and we see it every single day.
I have a lot of friends that have gone to South Carolina, North Carolina, and Florida.
Yeah. Sure. So welcome. The South is open, and we welcome everybody from New York, Connecticut, New Jersey. Y'all just take your COVID test and come on down here, and we'll sell you something. You know, when we look around us, it's got a lot to do with common sense. When you go to work every day, you don't want to be around people that are sick, right? You want to be in a safe environment to get to work so you can go home to him safely. Well, let us use our common sense and let us open back up and let us get back to work. How hard is
A lot
this?
of people are lacking the common sense part of it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I worked at a hospital pharmacy, and people would come in sick, and I would get angry at them because you have the personal time off to take. Use that time, stop coughing and sneezing on me, because I have a family to go home to, and I don't want to spread it.
Right, right.
And
I've never understood that thinking when you go to work sick, because you're like, oh, I can't afford to
Because
miss
they
a
wanna
day.
save it for
Yeah,
a
I want
day
to
that
save
they
it for my
wanna go
vacation.
out
And
and
I'm like, are
party.
you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Riker, I found something over here. Oh my
does Nanny
goodness,
have
look
for
what I
you?
found.
What does Nanny have?
Nanny found something. Look, what do you think
What
that is?
is
It's your
that?
happy birthday.
What is that?
And we have just a little something that you could play with that maybe you could be writing on.
Oh
You could be
my gosh.
playing. You want to hand it over there and let him open? And one of them is a bit noisy. And while we start doing this, the guys have put together a little birthday celebration for Ryker, and they're going to show it on the air right now. And it shows your sweet face and your sweet birthday pictures. And so thanks to Tim for working late and Cole for getting it in there, we are going to now share Ryker's birthday with everybody. So here we go. Happy birthday once again to Ryker John, who just turned 2. Yay!
Two. Can you say 2?
He rocks in the treetop all the day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet. Blow rockin' Robin, 'cause we really gonna rock 'em tonight. Every little swallow, every chickadee, every little bird in the tall oak tree. The wise or loud, the big black crow, flap of their wings, singing go bird go. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet. Go rockin' Robin, 'cause we really gonna rock tonight. A pretty little raven at the birdman stand, talking about the pop and it was grand. They started going steady and bless my soul. He out popped the buzzard and the Oreo. He rocks in the treetop all the day long, hopping and a popping and a singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet. Blow rockin' Robin, 'cause we're really gonna rock tonight. Well, the pretty little raven at the birdman stand taught him how to do the pop and it was grand. They started going steady and bless my soul. He out popped the buzzard and the Oreo. He rocks in the treetop all the day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet. Slow rockin' Robin, 'cause we're really gonna rock tonight.
I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, guys, we are celebrating the sweetest little boy. We are celebrating living in America. We are celebrating being able to go back to work safely, using your common sense, putting the kids back in school, keeping them on the school bus safely. You know, you were talking about Stephen working at home. When he gets to work from home 4 days a week, I've talked to people who said their employees are actually more productive working at home because there's nobody to converse with. There's nobody that occupies your time. You're just doing your job. Does he like working from home?
He does. He does enjoy working from home. And I've spoken to him a few times, and he goes, "Mommy, I'm working now." And I said, "Oh gosh, I forgot." you know?
Yeah.
And he has a time that he clocks out for work, clocks out for lunch, and they are monitored.
Right.
So,
And we would say his dog Addie probably loves having him at home.
oh yes.
Yes. And that's going to make a difference with people who go back to work because their pets are used to them being there at home working. Even though they're on the clock, they can still, you know.
Yeah, but then I think it's going to be hard if they do have to go back to work.
It
because
is, yeah.
They're going to be alone again.
Yep.
Well, even with him, when I was off for as long as I was off, his whole mood, he was so much happier. And then I went back, and I came back home after work, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was hard on him. Yeah.
Well, he's adjusting again.
And you adjusted to that time at home with him because that was not the norm for you. You had been a working mom from day one. And to be at home, it was kind of like, oh my gosh, you know, this is real. This is real. Yeah, this is real. And you got to teach him and you got to spend time with him. And I think a lot of people have enjoyed, I hate to say enjoyed this time of panic and disaster in America, but a lot of people have gotten back to loving being at home.
And I think that's an element that's missing in America is the family unit being together again. And my husband's hours were cut back, and he's home earlier now. But now he sees more of the baby, and you know he says "Papa," you know. So he sees more of Papa. Papa sees more of him, and it's wonderful.
Tractor.
Oh my gosh. Hold on, let me open it for
And we
you.
have lunch, dinner together more. Because sometimes she'll go in late, or I can make dinner earlier. So
It's made a difference in a lot of family lives. Yeah, absolutely. And economically, I think we have had to learn to just do the best we can with what we have. And
we realize how much we don't need.
yeah, absolutely.
How much we don't need and spend and save, even though hours have been cut back or jobs eliminated, we're making do.
Yeah.
Because we're not being
And I've been
frivolous.
kind of weird about because I can't breathe with the mask on. I just can't do it. And if I have to wear one, I run in, I grab what I have to have, and I run out and I leave because I can't do the mask. I used to go to one of my favorite stores every Tuesday. And I don't even want to talk about what I spend every Tuesday because it was always, you can always find something you think you need.
Right.
And then I have these clothes hanging in my closet that I never wear, and they still have tags on them. I don't do that anymore because this store requires you to wear a mask, and I don't want to do that, so I don't shop. And I said, it's kind of weird because all of a sudden, oh, my goodness, I didn't really need that stuff. And so you look at things differently.
And your bank account may be increasing a little bit.
Yeah.
But Catherine has showed me, you know, I'm not techno savvy at all. All of a sudden I see people on my front porch and they're delivering food.
That's great.
Groceries.
I love it.
And I'm like, and they'll make 4 or 5 trips, and I'm like, what's going on? She goes, oh, Mommy, I ordered some food from Walmart. They'll be bringing it to the front porch.
I
And
didn't
was
know
like,
they did that.
Yes.
Oh, you're kidding.
And she goes and she gives them the money, or no.
Do they charge
for it.
you? Do you pay extra for that service?
So Walmart, you can, but Walmart also offers something kind of like Amazon Prime, where you pay like $12 or $13 a month, I think it is, to have unlimited delivered groceries. So I pay the unlimited a month or whatever, and it is limited on what you can get. They don't have the entire store available for you to have delivered, but I don't care. Milk is milk.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So, and you can get other stuff too. Like I had his Easter stuff delivered. His Easter basket, the grass for it, the eggs, all that stuff, they delivered that.
That's crazy.
But, yeah, and I said, you know what, in a way, it saves me money.
Oh, yeah, because if you're in the store, you impulse buy.
Right. And
Yes.
even though I tip them,
Yes.
obviously,
She's still saving money.
I'm still saving money because
Yeah.
I'm that person. I walk into Walmart and I drop $100 every time I go, no matter what I go in for. I can go in
Yeah.
for a pack of diapers and I come out and I spend $100.
She
Yep,
orders it
yep.
on her phone?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
And you can pick the time you want it delivered and everything. It's great.
Well, when we stopped by to get ice cream for his party the other day, I let Vicky off at the door, and then I pulled around to the side, and there were like 14 cars lined up where people were bringing stuff out from Walmart and loading into the cars. So everybody is taking advantage of that, don't go in the store and shop. And when we first got there, I couldn't even find a parking place. Walmart was so crowded. And then I pulled around to the side, and I saw all these people who choose not to go in the store because they don't want to be around people. Or maybe they don't want to wear a mask or for whatever reason, and they're out there. And one lady had like 6 big tubs of things that she had ordered online, and they were out there loading in her car. And I thought, what a concept. And you do get only what you order. You don't do that impulse buying, and I'm the world's worst impulse buy.
Well, I'm a little fussy about my fruits. So I have to go into the store and examine the fruits and
Yeah, see, it moves when you press it.
my, vegetables
That's really
and stuff.
cool.
But otherwise, Catherine, I need some butter,
That's crazy. Now, working in the hospital environment, you both worked in a hospital environment. Would you go back today in a hospital environment knowing what the hospital employees are having to face?
No.
No, no.
No.
I feel so bad for them. I mean, I really do.
Sarah loves her, thank you.
Yeah, somebody has to do it.
The hostess.
Yeah, somebody has to do it, but you think about the pressure that the hospital employees are under.
It is. We have mutual friends because we worked in the same department together, and we have mutual friends, and we speak to them all the time, and they say it is not
Fun.
when we left. They were like, "You left at just the right time." She left at just the right time, and they said they're envious of us.
Wow.
But they're working hard. My sister is a nurse assistant, I think. She's drawing blood. And she's
What a
drawing-
situation to be in. Yeah. Wow.
The woman who was scared of the tiniest needle.
Is drawing blood. That's crazy. Uh-oh.
I got it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
But there has been a diminish in patients coming into the hospitals. Yeah, there's been a diminish. There's actually less COVID. And
Have you been tested for COVID? Either one of y'all?
oh,
No.
yes, I was.
You were? When you had your
my
surgery.
hip
Yes,
surgery,
yes.
I got sick 2 days later.
I remember
with
that.
pneumonia.
Yeah.
And I had to be
Wow.
rushed to the
Was that
hospital.
scary to have had your surgery, be home, and then have a problem and have to go back?
Well, I'm a chronic asthmatic, so if at night I'm sleeping, I don't realize I'm having an asthma attack because I see it as a dream until I'm gurgling or somebody's, Catherine or my husband's next to me, and they'll wake me up and they'll say, "You need to take your inhaler."
Wow.
And then it could be too late, and that time it was too late. There was water in my lungs filling up already from not breathing properly.
So
and he had
you're-
to rush me to the hospital.
You're really high risk. Big
Yes.
time high risk.
Myself and my cousin Desiree, she has asthma, and she also had cancer, so she is not leaving the house whatsoever. And I'm pretty much not leaving the house. I have him. What do I have to leave?
Yeah, exactly. Now, when you think about, you and Desiree both have asthma, is it because of the environment you grew up in?
No, it's a hereditary trait.
Okay, okay,
My grandmother's side,
okay.
my mom's mom.
Interesting. Because my brother had asthma really, really bad, but our mother chain smoked, and so I always blamed it on mother, so don't tell my mom it wasn't her fault.
No.
Because I always blamed it on her.
My cousins have it, a few cousins have it, a few of my aunts have it. It's just a Cardona thing. Rodriguez, no, it's a Rodriguez side. Okay.
And it's dangerous, so that does put you in that high-risk category. That's scary.
Right.
Now, Catherine, yesterday we were talking about the fact that one of your best buds has left the job that she worked with for you for years, but she is working in a store in Jasper, and I told her I wanted her to come on and talk about making gifts, because that's something that we're all going to be doing a little bit more of this year. I think we're going to see less shopping. I think we're going to see more making things and doing sentimental things. You know, I would rather have a picture of Ryker as a gift than, anything I don't need, because we don't need anything now. We're looking at a life, we don't need things.
Well, family that lives here, we've discussed Christmas time. Let's trade a recipe. You know, put it a recipe in the box and we'll trade it.
Yeah.
And getting back to simple things, bake something.
Yep,
you know.
absolutely. Yep. And we all agree with that because we don't need anything. You know, I went in my closet yesterday and I was ashamed of myself. And I said, this is crazy for anybody to have this many clothes and have about 10 things that I like and that I wear all the time and the rest of it just hangs there. That's nuts. But we all did it, and I'm trying not to do that anymore.
Every season, I empty my closet. I'll call Catherine up. I'm like, Catherine, and she's like, oh no, Must Ministries.
Yeah, and to donate to something that's giving back to the community, that's also, that's fantastic. Ryker John, what are you saying there? What you got going on? Huh?
This is Barney's song.
Oh, we're doing the Barney song. Yeah. Yeah. Listen. Oh my gosh. You're so precious. Now, when you're so energetic and you like to exercise and you like to dance, will you teach him to dance?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Yes. And what if he doesn't have any rhythm like his other
No,
man?
he does.
He does.
He does have rhythm.
It's
He
skips
does.
a generation.
We've tried teaching Catherine.
No way. No way.
My Aunt Maddie has tried teaching Catherine salsa, and
Didn't happen.
she can get it a little bit.
I love it.
But I introduced him to our music where we grew up, Motown,
Right.
stuff like that.
Right.
And there's a show on Netflix, and it's called Motown Kids. And it's made by Barry Gordy, and
It's funny
there's
because
a
when he's
meaning
at the
behind all the
house,
songs.
I pull up Motown because Motown's my music, and I love that. And he will stop and just watch. So I didn't realize you were doing that too.
Yeah, they'll play four tops like "Reach Out, I'll Be There," and it's about friendship. They use all kinds of songs that have a moral to them. And it's beautiful, and the music's fantastic. So I sit there and I enjoy it just as much.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. Now, when he fixes, he's a fixer. He likes to turn things over. He likes to work on wheels. He likes to fix stuff.
Okay.
He probably will get a little technology from Stephen, a little
Yes,
fixing
he loves
from
his Uncle Stephen.
Yes. And Papa John can build anything.
Let me tell you, Papa John, the man cannot boil water.
Yeah.
But he can build you a house, he can fix your car, he can do everything. But don't ask him to cook. Don't ask him to cook.
Yeah. He doesn't have to cook with all the things he does.
And I call him Little, but Little Bear is learning from him. And I even discussed yesterday with John, I said, you know, you're going to be a big mentor for him.
Yep.
And he's going to look up to you in so many ways. And they have a secret little, what do you want to call it? Where Papa John comes home and Little Bear will go, and he reaches.
It's like a code.
It's a code, and he'll
yeah.
reach, and Papa John knows that he needs his 5 chocolate chips, just 5 chocolate chips.
I love it. Love it.
And he didn't say Papa for a while, so I was doing the mouth like Papa, and now he goes Papa, Papa, and he looks Papa. He sits in I say, do you want to sit in Papa's chair or Gigi's chair? And he'll go sit in Papa's chair to watch TV.
Well, it must be a guy thing because he sits in Freddie's chair, and it's so funny. He sits in Freddie's chair and he throws his legs up and he just relaxes and he just rocks and he's just like he's in heaven. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Freddie's a wonderful mentor for him also.
He loves animals, and that's his big thing. He's been raised around animals, and Lily was protecting him from pregnancy.
From conception.
Yeah. And Lily was, yesterday she was out there, and she came over and laid her face on my leg, and she just laid there just laying there calm, you know, like she was just a calming force.
Yes.
It's so strange, yeah.
She senses people, and she must have sensed that you are, you know, Nanny, and you belong. There are people who she senses don't belong, and she's a pit bull, and people are afraid of pit bulls. I've always had pit bulls. She's the gentlest soul, but if you do not belong and you try to go near this child, she will bite you.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Frog, which I call Frog, it's Addie.
Addie,
but I call Frog. I cried when she left.
Yeah.
Stephen took her to his house, and I cried because she has so much personality that I miss her.
And she was there yesterday, and she was so sweet. And I said, you know, to see when Lily came over there, and she just laid her head down, just, you know, like this, just on my leg, and she just stayed there, just content. And it was like, I don't have any food, Lily. I don't have anything. And she just stayed there, you know.
She's totally content to
Yeah,
just be
she
petted.
didn't expect anything. And I was just rubbing her nose, you know, and I thought she didn't expect anything. And I've always wondered about, would she be jealous of him? Would she? But she's not jealous at all, is
She's
she?
the second mommy. She's the second mommy. And we have
So sweet.
Nina, who lives upstairs with us, and she's 9 or 10 years old. And she has a bed, and his toy chest is right next to her bed. And he just empties everything on top of this dog, on top of her. And she just lays there with her head out. And she'll look at me and she's like, is this kid done yet? You know? And he just lays his head next to her head with all his toys on her. And drinks his bottle, and they watch TV, and she's wonderful also.
You know, when you see, he has every toy known to man. He doesn't need any
This
toys.
toy at Nanny's house.
But he, we're going to take it to Nanny's house.
Nanny's back to her house.
Yes. The vocals, you need a microphone. You have the microphones.
Yeah, but his favorite thing at all, forget all the toys, is to be outside running.
Yes.
Yes.
And every day when we keep him, I just walk outside, I let him go in the fence, and he is like 100 miles an hour.
He is very,
there's
very
different kinds.
fast.
Yes,
He,
he's fast. Yes.
Started running at 11 months. I took him to the park and just said, run, run. And I said, who's going to be my running partner? But he is very fast.
He's very fast.
Yes.
And he loves the goats. He loves to go out and mess with the goats. And he's so funny. He picks up all the sticks in the yard and he hands them to the goats. And then Freddie will give him bread to feed the goats. And he loves that. He loves being anything about nature. He absolutely loves it. What are we going to do this winter when it rains and it's miserable? How are we going to explain that?
He loves thunder and lightning.
Yeah, that is
They call
wild.
us the Addams family. But, you know, oh, it's storming, let's go outside. Come on.
That's
And
crazy.
we wait for the thunder, we count the thunder away, and the lightning he watches. He loves it.
And he's not afraid of anything.
Not afraid of it at all. We were doing this, how old was he when the first storm hit?
He wasn't even able to
He was
walk
like,
yet. He was like 6 months.
yeah. I'm like, oh, it's thundering.
Oh my God.
So we run outside.
Well, I think that the Beach Boys are looking for a new drummer. Do you think they would hire him?
Oh my gosh.
What do you think?
He's going to be multi-talented.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know, we're going to have to give Tim, and we're going to have to give Cole, and we're going to have to give Caleb a cupcake. Was that cupcake good, Ryker? Was it pretty good?
He's, oh wow, he's
Now,
loving
Catherine,
this.
How did you learn to do these rocks? How did you learn to do that?
I didn't. Mommy told me she was going to make the cake, and I had gone to Hobby Lobby to see if there was anything at Hobby Lobby I could get, because I ordered mostly everything off Amazon. But I was like, let's go to Hobby Lobby, see what they have. And I saw those in with like the construction area. And I'm like, oh, cool, these are rocks. And then I looked harder, and I'm like, it's chocolate rocks. I can use
Oh my
these.
gosh.
So I said, here, if you want to use these for the cake, you can. And she didn't use them. And then I had gotten these, and I was like, hey, I wonder if I could just kind of like put them underneath of
That is
them.
so cute.
And it
It's a
worked
little
out well.
road.
And for y'all who can't see it up close, it actually, I mean, this looks like a rock, but it's chocolate. That is so cool. Now, are you into Pinterest? Do you pull his
Oh,
party
dear
ideas?
God.
Into Pinterest.
Yeah.
I live on Pinterest.
That's what I kind of thought, because I'm thinking, uh-oh.
I asked
Yeah.
Catherine a question, and she's like, Mommy, go to Pinterest. And I'm like, what? She goes, Pinterest knows more than Google.
No, I swear. Like
That's
life
crazy.
hacks, cleaning hacks, all kinds of stuff.
I can make a boiled egg and peel it without breaking it. Wonderful, wonderful.
That's crazy. Oh, me.
What
Oh,
do you want? You want this? This?
What is it? Now, are you going to be, is anybody in your family artsy? Anybody?
Desiree and I,
Desiree, yeah.
we can
A
make
little bit.
cakes and stuff like that. Her son is a very talented drawer. He's very great at drawing. My cousin Rob Ortel, he's a fantastic artist, fantastic. And he had a show they're producing is called.
Because we
Article.
remember
Well,
last
just
year when
match it.
Ryker was
Just one in
here,
the
see
fire
this ink? It took
Just
us
one
a
in the
year
fire
to
truck?
get it off the table because Ryker loved drawing too. And so today when I got these markers, I thought it'll be interesting because y'all got him an easel
Yes.
for his birthday. And I thought with the markers and the easel,
Press the one
we'll
in
see
the
if he
paw,
has
the
that
police-
creative talent.
I think he might.
It'll be
It's because his mind is so, I don't know. When John came home the other day, he goes, "Was Ryker here? Was Ryker up here?" And I said, "Yeah, why?" He goes, "All my shoes are in a row
Oh, how funny.
behind the sofa." So he knew Ryker was up.
He likes to be organized.
He's very organized.
I
I
love
think a
it.
little OCD is rubbing off on him.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
He doesn't like open doors. He closes the door if it's open.
He does that at the house.
He
Yeah.
hates open doors.
Yeah, I love it. I
Bugs,
love
he
it.
does not like bugs. He wants to squash him.
I'm with it. I'm with
And
it.
he cleans.
And you know, one of the things that he really loves is the one-on-one attention of reading to him. He loves to be read to. And over, we'll read one book and then I'll say, "Do you want to do this one?" No, he wants that one over and over
He
again. So
absorbs it. He absorbs it.
he has those specials and those favorites and it just blows my mind because he goes back even to a certain page in a book. You know, there's that page that made that impression on him. And he'll go back and he'll like flip in the book and he'll find that page and I'm like, that is so weird that these things
Well,
connect with
Catherine
him.
was reading very young also. At his, maybe younger she started. And she would just sit in her crib. We wouldn't even know she's awake. And she would just, with her books. And till this day, she's an avid reader. And her teacher at first grade had to pull me aside and say, "I want to show you her reading scores." In first grade, she was on 5th grade level.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And she went into
Wow.
that AIM program. And
Now, Catherine, are you going to teach him to write next? Is that the next thing? What's the next?
We're working on R right now with his name. He likes to write his name. I write Ryker, Mama, Dada, Papa, Gigi, and Lily, and Nanny. And
then
those
he
are
practices.
haven't gotten to Vicky yet, but we're gonna get there.
Yeah, yeah.
Because hers is kind of long.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we try, and I have a picture in my phone somewhere where he wrote an R. Actually, he did do
Wow.
an R one day, and I was like, oh my god. But that's really as far as we've gotten is the R.
well,
But
that
we try.
easel, we got him the VTech, and
I love
it lights
that.
up and
You follow
make
it.
an L. It makes an L, and then it will start blinking, and you have to follow the blinking lights and make an L. And Uncle Stephen was working with him the other night, and he did it.
We need to start doing Uncle Stephen too.
He made the L, and he was following all the little blinking lights. And Uncle Stephen says, "You have." Now Stephen has the patience of a saint. Stephen's very mellow. He says, "You have to wait until the light blinks and keep following it, follow it, and you stop." And yeah, Stephen was really good with that.
And look at the time he spends with just a book.
Match it.
Just a
Where's the one
book.
that matches this?
Just a book.
Do those
You know, the
match?
thing that I've been working on is colors because I'll put all the yellow things together, all the
Yeah.
blue things together, all the green things together, and I'll say, let's get the yellow balls or let's get the yellow
Yeah,
cups
we do
or the
colors
yellow.
a lot too.
And he knows those colors and it's like red ball and he's on that red ball, you know.
Even laundry.
well,
The red
that-
laundries
yeah.
we do, whites we do, the jeans, and he is great putting them into the dryer.
Well, even that trampoline that I got him has a zipper on it. And I don't know if he knows what a zipper is, but I told him, I said, zip it. And he kind of looked at me and I was like, the red thing, pull it. And he was like, oh, okay. And he
did
pulled
it.
the red. Yeah. So
yeah.
he knows
he
his
does.
colors very well.
And that's one of those things, it's going to be, he will be advanced because I know you're working with him and you're working with him and we try to read and we try to teach him and we try to make him understand now, public school, will there be any public school for Ryker? I didn't think so. No.
We're looking at different programs. And they have so much more now homeschooling with the co-ops where, okay, I might be very good in history and children will come to my house for the history. Somebody will be good in math or he might go for piano lessons.
Right.
I know when Stephen was in Taekwondo, Master Kim had one day put aside for the homeschool children. So it has come a long, long
Oh
way.
yeah, and I know kids who were homeschooled who graduate at 15 years old get their college in before they're even 19, you know.
And you know, they are the most, and they are very social.
Yes.
They are
Yeah.
very polite, you know, and they're brilliant because they're actually being taught, maybe one-on-one, but when they go to the co-ops, they're being socialized, but they're also mingling with different adults where they have to show respect as teachers. But I think it's brilliant. They're being learned the truth. There's programs that have are Christian-based. So there's one that we looked into.
And they're not changing the history, and they're not trying to get rid of things that really happened, and they're not trying to change the world. They are teaching the world as it is and as it was, and that's what it's about. You know, it's like 9/11 when so many of us, and I worry about it because 19 years. Catherine was a kid when it happened. Stephen was a kid when it happened. You know, we raised a generation now of children who remember that day because you reacted to it, I reacted to it, we all reacted to it. And my kids still remember. I mean, I fell apart. I cried for days and days. I didn't even know anybody up there.
I was on the phone with my mom and my sister. We three-way called, and we were watching it, and all of a sudden, I was like, why is there smoke on the ground? Smoke rises. And that's when I realized the building collapsed. And I still get goosebumps. And it was a tragedy. And that New York did not put up the blue lights. Horrified me.
No.
That was so disrespectful to me. New York,
But Tunnel to Towers, which is my favorite foundation, my favorite charity to give to, Tunnel to Towers did put up the blue lights. Tunnel to Towers did have an event. For $11 a month, we can provide housing for a military, a firefighter, a police officer who may have been wounded or lost their arms, lost their legs, whatever. We can do that. And so Tunnel for Towers did step up in New York, and they're the only one who stepped up there and really did a huge thing. And it's time, Cole's telling me, it's time. Ryker, do you want to tell everybody goodbye on the show?
Look, can you wave
Can
bye-bye?
you wave at everybody and tell them bye-bye? Can you do that? Do you want to tell them bye-bye?
Can you say bye-bye?
Can you tell them bye-bye?
Can you wave? No kisses?
Can you wave? Mwah. Can you blow a kiss?
Mwah.
Can you please blow a kiss?
Say bye-bye.
Can you blow a kiss at your happy birthday? So thanks everybody for celebrating my birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you for sharing the joy of this child that has brought so much love, so much joy, so much happiness. I can't wait till
wonderful
my nanny
families
day.
together.
Yay! And I can't wait till my nanny day. I love to spend time with him. I can't wait until he shows up walking in the door, and the first thing he does is look in the ring to talk to Freddie and to hit that button. Doesn't he love that? Sweet, sweet boy. I love you. I love you. We'll see y'all again soon, where rivers, mountains, and good friends meet, only on ETC. Bye, y'all.
Thank you.